that, you know me perhaps as chair of SAMPAD. Those of you who in the audience who happen to know this organization well, and of course very much in partnership with the MAC. So it's a MAC-SAMPAD partnership, and actually it also flows into my family because the chair of MAC is my wife. So we've got a family business going here. But this really is a wonderful occasion, and it's a privilege for me to welcome you, those of you who are not from Birmingham, to Birmingham, which used to be called the City of the Thousand Trades, and is probably now known better as a city of 1,000 cultures, lifestyles, traditions, and worldviews. I haven't counted them, but they do seem to be like a few thousand different backgrounds here. So, welcome also to MAC, this wonderful building, this our very own community art center, and we are immensely proud of it. And I hope that you will, if you haven't seen it already, go around and explore. But of course, finally, welcome to the symposium, defiantly called Biting Back. The title implies not so much a sharpening of teeth as a sharpening of minds, I think, as we engage with the challenge of creating in times of austerity. I really believe that through this symposium, we would like to endorse the assertion that the arts world is not so much a helpless victim of a financial crisis, but a survivor in adversity. So from victim to survivor. This will require turning around the minds, the mindsets of politicians, of philanthropists, of policymakers, and of people generally. And it will require creativity, imagination, and flair. But there is no shortage of that in our artistic communities. Now, just to give you a bit of background to this symposium, it follows on, as you well know, from Interchat, which was a symposium that was held in April last year, at the Drum, again led by BCC Arts. Now, Interchat investigated how international and intercultural exchange informs, changes, and challenges arts practice and social engagement with local communities. I think it was geared towards learning lessons. I wasn't there, but I understand lessons from European cultural exchange projects led by Laundry, involving key organizations in Poland and in Bulgaria. And it was also focused on small and mid-scale companies and independent artists who were engaged in intercultural and international work. More about intercultural later. And there were lots of speakers there. Some of them are here today. So if they hadn't been impressive the last time round, they've got a second chance to be impressive today. Our aims for the Biting Back Symposium today, framed in the form of questions, are: how do we place neighborhood-based arts practice within a national and international context? Globalization that makes us look upwards and inwards at the same time. How do we profile new and innovative developments in locally focused activity with a spotlight on sustainability? How do we establish the impact that engaged arts have on social cohesion outcomes and maintaining physical and mental well-being? How do we share good practice and build actual models of participation that remain vibrant and practical in times of transition? And can we encourage further collaborations between practitioners and interested parties, leaving them with strategies to continue their work against a backdrop of austerity? And finally, can we provide a forum to network and stimulate discussion and debate around barriers to participation and solutions to issues around arts development? So, to help us do precisely that, we have a range of renowned speakers during the day, 2 of them in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, who speak from decades of experience in delivering arts projects in challenging times and in unusual places with astonishing success. Our first speaker is a man called Peter Jenkinson, who is no stranger to you. He has worked for over 20 years in the cultural sector, passionately advocating and acting for deep and lasting change across the cultural and political landscape. In his current role as independent cultural broker, not stockbroker, cultural broker, he works across a diverse portfolio of disciplines and sectors, including broadcasting, public policy, regeneration, museums and galleries, and leadership development. Prior to this, Peter has had a distinguished and an award-winning career, working across the arts and culture, including his role as founding director of the Creative Partnerships Program and the initiation and delivery of the world-class £21 million new art gallery in Walsall. His key interests include the critical roles of creativity, innovation, diversity, and broader cultural literacy across society, as well as a commitment to building social justice and intelligent democracy. A man who probably has financial crises for breakfast, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Jenkinson.